I was in Costco yesterday, just grabbing a few things, paper towels, snacks, toothpaste, the usual. But as I stared at the $28 price tag on a 24 pack of toilet paper, I heard someone whisper in my ear, blame the tariffs. So at first I brushed it off, but on the drive home, well, it hit me. These price hikes, well, they're just the beginning. Because what's happening right now with Costco, Walmart, and Target, well, it's part of a much bigger story, one that's about to hit every American household in the wallet. And no one's talking about the real reason inflation might come roaring back in 2025. But just before we take a deep dive, it's imperative you hit that like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that affects your finances. I promise you will appreciate it. Now buckle up and let's plunge straight in. So what exactly happened? Well, as all of us know, the president just announced a new wave of tariffs on imported goods, especially from China. So we're talking electronics, textiles, household goods, appliances, even raw materials. Some tariffs surged to 25% or more. So that means a product that used to cost $100 to import, well, it now costs $125, and that's before it even hits the shelf. And by the way, this isn't just about TVs and tech. These tariffs hit thousands of everyday products that you'll find at Costco, Walmart, Target, and yes, even Dollar Tree. You know what that spells? Inflation. Real, unavoidable, creeping inflation. But not like the kind we had during the pandemic, because this one's sneakier and longer lasting. So, how are the big retailers responding? Well, brace yourself. So, let's start with Costco. They're moving some of their private label production, like Kirkland, to countries like Mexico and Vietnam. But setting up new supply chains, well, it takes time. And in the meantime, they're passing on costs quietly through temporary price adjustments and logistics surcharges. Does that sound familiar? Now, Walmart. Well, Walmart is doubling down on automation and private label brands. Have you ever seen great value replace your go to product? Well, it's not by accident. They're sourcing cheaper goods to dodge the tariffs, but quality is taking a big hit. And guess what? You'll still pay way more for far less. Finally, on to Target. Well, Target is trying a different route. They're banking on an experience first model. They're revamping stores, they're launching loyalty perks, and they're trimming their inventory to focus only on products that they can control the pricing on. Translation? Less variety, fewer deals. Now, here's where it gets really wild. One of these retailers I just mentioned is quietly prepping for full on price inflation in the third and fourth quarter of this year. They've already tested higher prices in test markets and they saw zero drop in foot traffic. So, can you guess which one? Stick around and I'll reveal it in just a moment. Also, let me know in the comments below. Have you started noticing mystery markups or smaller portions in your recent shopping trips? I'm telling you, you're not imagining it. And I read every single comment, so please drop them below. Now, let's bring this home literally. So, this isn't just about the cost of televisions going up, because this affects your groceries, your cleaning supplies, your kids' school supplies, your medicine cabinet, your utility bills, even what you pay at restaurants. So when businesses pay more to stock their shelves, guess what? You pay more at the checkout. And when that happens across the board, we've got inflation. Worse yet, the Federal Reserve is now in a very tricky spot. Do they raise interest rates to fight the inflation tariffs? Or do they hold steady and risk prices getting out of control once again? Because here's what no one is saying out loud: tariffs are inflationary by design. They're meant to punish foreign producers, but in the process, they drive up costs across the entire supply chain. And guess who pays the price? You're right, we do. Now, this could mean higher credit card rates, steeper mortgage payments, even car loans getting more expensive if the Fed steps in. Remember, earlier I said one major retailer is planning ahead for major inflation in 2025. Can you guess who it is? Well, the answer is Walmart. Now, they ran pricing experiments in select markets earlier this year, and they bumped their prices up 7 to 10% on high volume items without any single discounts. The result? Surprisingly, no change in foot traffic. So that told Walmart that you're willing to pay more, especially if you don't notice. So now they're preparing to normalize those prices nationally under the radar. So look for more rollback signs that strangely still cost more than they did last year. And that, my friends, is how inflation creeps in. Okay, so the question is, how do you protect yourself? So here are 5 smart moves that you can make right now. So firstly, stock up on non-perishables before prices spike this summer. Paper goods, pantry items, cleaning supplies, they're likely to go up first. Next up, switch to loyalty apps from your favorite stores. You'll get insider access to discounts and you can track price trends. Third up, compare unit prices because a bigger box doesn't always mean more value anymore. Next, save receipts and track spending because this helps you spot shrinkflation or mystery surcharges suddenly creeping in. And finally, start a cost of living buffer. Even $25 a month can soften the blow as prices keep rising. So, yep, that lady in Costco, she wasn't wrong when she blamed the tariffs, but she didn't know the half of it. This isn't just about a few extra bucks on toilet paper. It's a full-on retail transformation powered by inflation, squeezed by tariffs, and funded out of your wallet. So do me a favor, guys. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and share this with someone who shops at those stores. That means probably all of us. And make sure you subscribe because next week we're going to dive into the 5 products that will skyrocket first due to inflation in 2025. And you really don't want to miss that. So until the next video, stay safe, stay prepared, and look after yourselves. Have a great day, guys.